President Trump just silenced everyone after he finds trampled and muddied American flag on the ground. I love this. Make America Great Again by Liberty for dailyvine.com. Isn't that just disgraceful? Artist John McNaughton has grown accustomed to criticism for his artwork. Everyone is a critic these days, it seems, and the recent Twitterverse meltdown concerning his most recent painting is no different. McNaughton's newest piece features President Donald Trump clutching an American flag in the middle of a football field, and naturally, social media erupted with both support and vile criticisms. McNaughton stated of the reaction to his work, "I paint a lot of progressive images that invoke a lot of emotion, so it doesn't bother me." He also explained that his inspiration for the painting originated from watching the National Football League NFL players bend on one knee during the rendition of the national anthem in protest of perceived inequality and injustice. McNaughton entitled his painting "Respect the Flag" and offered this explanation of his work, along with an image of lithograph listed for sale for $29. I painted President Trump picking up a shredded and trampled flag off the football field. He holds a wet cloth in his right hand as he attempts to clean it. I respect America. I respect the flag, the anthem, and the president because he doesn't back down to those who do not. When the NFL players decided to kneel as the national anthem was given, I felt sick. That flag represents the vast number of Americans who have sacrificed their lives for our nation. It is about their blood and the sacrifice of many thousands. If we do not respect the flag enough to fight for it, fight for what it stands for, liberty, justice, and strength, then we will be the weakest generation. The way Trump called out the NFL for not supporting the standing of the national anthem was an example of how a president should lead, with courage to say and do the right thing regardless of the reaction of others. McNaughton's work has prompted mixed reactions from people depending on whether they sided with the president or the NFL players. Fox News commentator and news personality Sean Hannity agreed with McNaughton's assessment and promptly tweeted a link to a YouTube video featuring the painting. Along with the video, Hannity tweeted, "The left loves art, and especially taxpayer-funded art that is provocative. Let's get their reaction to this." Many provided a favorable response to Hannity's provocative question, with McNaughton's imagery for the backdrop, with one Twitter user responding with, "I love art, and this captures an unequivocal patriotic moment led by this unwavering president. He continues to put his neck on the line to put this great nation back on its founding blocks of pure awesomeness." Absolutely. Then there were the hateful responses, of which there were many claiming racism, anti-American sentiment, and the usual leftist rhetoric. One user suggested all conservatives are racist and push an anti-colored agenda, stating, "Hey, Sean, they aren't protecting the people who have fought for our rights. They're protecting the systematic racism faced by people of color." How is this person going to function in society? You have to work with all nationalities, all races, no matter what. How are you going to function in today's society? What is this trash that this one spewed just now? Really? "Hey, Sean, they are protecting the people who have fought for our... They aren't protecting people who have fought for our rights. They're protecting the systematic racism faced by people of color. They're protesting the pro-white, anti-colored narrative the conservative likes to push." does this, now you're going for a job interview, a white person is interviewing you or whatever, and you're going into a job. Oh, how are you're going to speak this kind of crap? How are you going to get hired? Another Twitter user criticized the painting, claiming it looks like a whittle boy clutching his blankie. Yeah, that's really intelligent. Prior to the protests becoming a significant distraction during the NFL games, causing many Americans to simply tune out in disgust, McNaughton described himself as a huge football fan and an avid watcher of the NFL, but that all changed with the on-field antics of NFL players such as former San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick when he chose to kneel during the national anthem to protest racial inequality. What a crock, right? Naughton describes his own opinions on America, her flag and the national anthem, stating it's more than a banner. It represents all the people that have sacrificed, that have died and spilled their blood for this country, and so that's why it's so offensive. The Utah artist that hails from Provo states he felt inspired to create the work after he noticed President Trump's tweet in September of 2017 asking the NFL to show respect for our country, flag, and national anthem. McNaughton stated of his response to President Trump's tweet, "I was proud of him for doing that, so I thought I'm going to paint something that represents how a lot of Americans feel about this last NFL football season. I'll either be considered somebody to be laughed at in the future, or they'll go, man, this guy expressed how millions of Americans felt about this time in our history. I do a lot of divisive type paintings, but I haven't seen anger for one of my paintings since I painted Obama stepping on the Constitution." His work is now receiving a lot of attention that many Americans say is well-deserved, despite the icy reviews and scathing criticism received from some major art critics. He reports that he has received hundreds of orders for both lithographs and also for more expensive limited edition canvas prints since the painting's original release. And we know Obama did step on the Constitution, even though he didn't do it, but his values were to step on the Constitution. And how about the military men? I would like to answer this idiot Delisa Hernandez. Military men fighting fighting against, so to speak, the enemy. They're black and whites in the military. I don't see that racial inequality. They stand together and they're brothers in their fight. Both black and white military men. This is disgraceful to say there's racial inequality. You don't see that in the military. Give it a rest, Hernandez, because this is not how our country works. We're in it together, so to speak. You see what I'm saying? It's just disgraceful what these leftist beliefs are. Just totally disgraceful. And I applaud the artist. Yeah. You can do controversial art, but he's doing it for the good, to wake people up to the indignities of the left, disgracing our country, our belief system, what we stand for. You don't have a country, you have nothing. You have nothing, basically. You need your country. Who's there to stand by you? Your country. Or should you, just be dropped off in North Korea or some dictatorship place, right? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.